Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. If you're a newer player and you've decided to build progress, first of all, congratulations. You've chosen one of the strongest and safest factions in Hero Wars, Alliance. But there is one problem. Most beginners know they should build progress. Very few know which progress team they should actually build. Should you focus on magic damage? Should you build physical damage? Should you build around control? Or should you simply follow the current meta? Today we're going to answer exactly that. We're looking at 3 progress teams that can carry your account through multiple game modes while teaching you one of the most important lessons in Hero Wars. A strong team isn't just about powerful heroes. It's about synergy. And no faction demonstrates that better than progress. At the center of all 3 teams will be using the famous JJI Core, Julius, Judge, and Isaac. These 3 heroes provide incredible protection, powerful shielding and the stability needed to allow your damage dealers to do their job. From there, we'll show 3 different directions you can take your progress journey depending on the heroes you own and the style of gameplay you enjoy most. So Guardians, whether you're just starting your progress adventure or looking for your next team upgrade, progress it's one of the best calls. A faction that has remained near the top of the meta for a very long time, not because of a single overpowered hero, but because of one incredibly powerful foundation. Julius, Judge, and Isaac. The famous JJI Core. Guardians, the overlapping shields, protection, energy control and defensive stability provided by these 3 heroes create one of the strongest foundations in the entire game. And that's exactly why progress remains so dangerous. The core is incredibly flexible. You can build around physical damage. You can build around magical damage. You can build around control. And in many cases you can even borrow heroes from other factions to create something even stronger. Today we're going to look at 3 hardcore progress teams that showcase exactly how adaptable this faction can be. Let's get started. Our first team is probably one of the most feared teams in Hero Wars, Alliance right now. Julius, Judge, Byrna, Polaris, and Folio. At the center of everything sits the famous Julius and Judge combination. Together they provide enormous shielding and survivability, allowing the rest of the team to operate safely behind them. Then we add Polaris. One of the newest progress heroes and already one of the strongest control heroes in the game. Polaris brings stuns, disruption, battlefield control and perhaps most importantly, magical critical hit chance through her weapon artifact. And that immediately creates incredible synergy with Folio. Although Folio belongs to the mystery faction, the relationship between Folio and Polaris is so strong that many players now consider them inseparable. Polaris enables Folio to perform at a much higher level, while Folio turns that support into devastating battlefield pressure. The final piece of the puzzle is Byrna. And Guardians, Byrna might be the hero that truly pushes this team into another level. Her bonus energy mechanics accelerate the entire team, but particularly Julius. Every extra ultimate from Julius means another shield protecting the team. Every shield that breaks heals allies and removes dangerous enemy marks. Fox marks from Satori. Soul marks from Iris. Hunter marks from Astrid. All of them can be removed through Julius's shield cycle. This interaction alone makes the team incredibly frustrating to fight against. Against Satori in particular, the matchup becomes extremely difficult because without Fox marks, Satori struggles to generate meaningful damage. Meanwhile Byrna also contributes powerful healing, bonus energy and magic penetration through her weapon artifact, further strengthening both Polaris and Folio. The result is a team that combines survivability, healing, control, magical pressure and excellent scaling throughout the battle. Simply put, it's one of the strongest all-around teams in the game today. Now let's move to our second progress variation. This time we're shifting our focus from magical damage to physical destruction. The team is Julius, Judge, Isaac, Sebastian, and Yasmine. Once again, JJI forms the defensive foundation. Massive shielding, energy control, protection. Everything you expect from the Progress Core. But now we introduce one of the most explosive offensive combinations in Hero Wars. Sebastian and Yasmine. Sebastian contributes additional shielding, critical hit support and his famous pure damage mechanic. Every time an ally lands a critical hit, Sebastian adds even more punishment. And Guardians, few heroes take advantage of that better than Yasmine. When Yasmine activates her ultimate, she can unleash a chain of critical hits in rapid succession. Every critical strike benefits from Sebastian's support, creating an avalanche of damage that can wipe out targets almost instantly. Together they form one of the deadliest offensive duos in the game. So where does this team truly shine? Against mages. Especially low health, low armor backline heroes. Yasmine thrives in these situations because she doesn't simply damage targets. She hunts them. One by one. Until nobody remains standing. This makes the team particularly effective against many chaos and mystery lineups. And one matchup deserves special mention. Amira. Many players struggle against Amira teams. But Sebastian's abilities create a unique interaction that allows Yasmine to punish her much more effectively than many other physical damage dealers. Once Yasmine gets going, the battle often snowballs very quickly. The protection of JJ keeps her alive. Sebastian amplifies her critical hits. And Yasmine does the rest. Fast. Explosive. And extremely effective. Now for our final team, we're returning to a full progress lineup. A team specifically designed to punish dodge-based opponents. The lineup is Julius, Judge, Orion, Polaris, and Arachne. This team revolves around one concept. Control. An overwhelming amount of control. Almost every hero in this lineup contributes some form of stun, disruption or crowd control. Arachne stuns. Polaris stuns. Judge stuns. Even Orion contributes pressure while Polaris enables him through magical critical hit chance. And that's what makes this team so dangerous. Dodge heroes can avoid damage. But they can't dodge forever if they never get the opportunity to act. The constant layers of control keep opponents locked down while Orion continuously applies magical pressure. Meanwhile his weapon artifact provides nearly permanent magic penetration support for the team. Then Polaris amplifies the magical damage even further through her own support mechanics. Behind all of this, Julius and Judge maintain the protective shell that allows everyone else to function safely. This isn't the most common progress team you'll encounter. But Guardians, it is one of the most enjoyable. Watching dodge-based teams struggle against wave after wave of control can be incredibly satisfying. And when everything starts chaining together, opponents often find themselves unable to respond before the battle is already decided. So Guardians, there we have it. 3 very different progress teams. 3 different ways to use the incredible flexibility of the JJI Core. One magical control powerhouse featuring Byrna, Polaris, and Folio. One explosive critical hit assassin lineup built around Sebastian and Yasmine. And one pure progress control machine designed to overwhelm dodge teams through endless stuns and magical pressure. And that's exactly what makes progress so powerful. The core remains the same, but the possibilities around it are almost endless. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these progress teams have you used? Do you prefer the magical pressure of Folio and Polaris? The assassination power of Yasmine? Or the control-heavy approach of Orion, Polaris and Arachne? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned, stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.